What's in the box? So quickly open it up. We've got a reversing camera and an extra long cable that'll reach from the back of your car to the front. This is some Ujim flip box. Pause it and you'll see what it says. Oh, a Bluetooth to auxiliary adapter. That'll come in handy. A windscreen sucker mount. Delving deeper into the box, we get another box. Oh look, CarPlay. 60 frames a second. Ooh la la. Not much else on the box. Display only Bluetooth. This will just be a display then. No audio. The audio picked up through the auxiliary cable. Hopefully, fingers crossed. It feels very iPhone, iPad-ish, this box. We quite like that. Got a nice feel. The box is always nice. Oh, what we got inside? Oh, look, there's the screen. Can't get it out. Come on. Come on. Oh well. What else we got in this box? Power cable with an on-off switch and a USB in the end of it. A USB-C cable for updating the machine. And some dashboard sticky mount things. Yeah. Not sure what we're going to use for those. Out of those, I should say. Anyway, let's have a look at this screen. So far, so good. Got a magnetic thing on the back. That magnet will hold up to 8 kilos. The screen is nowhere near 8 kilos, but you know. See if we can get this plastic off. Oh, look at that. Slim line. It's got a good feel to it. There's your inputs. USB, your USB-C for powering it up. Auxiliary out. And the USB for updating it, I believe. Oh. There we go, it's switched on. There's your menu, your display, all your settings. Now I'm going to set it to Land Rover. It's on the first page, look. Land Rover, set as logo. There, come on. It feels quite responsive, the old screen. I'm just going to power it off. And power it back up, it should say Land Rover. Oh, I like the personal touch. Right, that's your Bluetooth screen. Let's see about connecting the phone up to it now. Hide it so you don't see my password. Bluetooth. And it will be the same as the name indicated on the screen. Click to pair. There we go, it's picked up my phone already. Ben's iPhone. We connect CarPlay? Connect CarPlay. Connect. Bish bash bosh. CarPlay connecting. Please hold on. Look at that. Ooh, you Bobby Dazzler. Let's have a little play with this. I don't want to be playing too much music because don't want to get the old copyright on the go, do we? Have a quick look at the old navigation screen. This is what it's going to be for mainly. This is Osmond Maps. You can use whatever navigation you use, which will work on CarPlay. Of course, I have it set to centering on where you actually are, so that's why it keeps reverting back to where I actually am. And then it will orientate itself into the direction you're facing as well. This is the auxiliary Bluetooth adapter, so we'll try that in the car in a bit. So that will plug into the auxiliary, which is behind the center console, and you'll plug that into the power, which I've got another USB socket for that. And then you connect your phone to the auxiliary Bluetooth gadget. So CarPlay will come up on the screen, audio will go through the auxiliary socket on the car. Hopefully, fingers crossed. There we go, car music. So let's pick that one up, connect to that, and we're going to be good to go. Right, so we're up in the car. We're going to try this CarpodGo Pro CarPlay, what's it called? CarpodGo Pro. You'll have seen what it is in the title. Now, obviously the Range Rover, we're very limited on inputs on the Range Rover. Generally with these screens you would use an aux cable which plugs in behind this centre console box here. Or you Bluetooth it with an Invery Bluetooth gadget that I used to have that plugs into the iPad or iPod socket inside the cubby box. This CarpodGo thing comes with a Bluetooth to auxiliary adapter. So you power it up with a USB. Now some cars, their auxiliary socket is on the front of the dashboard, so you can actually plug this into the power source for the screen. But although it's stretchy, it might have reached around the back, but I've just got a 2-socket USB thing. I'm just going to put that in there. Now I've checked the voltage on the USB thing there is 5 volts, 2.4 amps, exactly the same as this one, so we're not going to be blowing anything up. Now we've got 2 sockets in, 2 power sockets in the back, so I'm just going to put that in. I'm not going to film that bit. Right, that's plugged in. So now, hello mate, you alright out there? Got Peppy out here, look. Although you can see Tina down there, look. Just getting some firewood in. Ooh la la. Right, so now I'm going to... What am I going to do? I'm going to energise the car, so we'll have a look at the screen and then, yeah. Land Rover. Now I've not fixed that onto the screen properly because I'm not going to be using it at the moment. So that's now sitting on this screen. When it connects to CarPlay on my phone, here we go, CarPlay connecting, my phone's going right as well. Let me just start the car up. Cold start in progress. Switch all these bloody... So I just want to fire this up. At the moment it's reading off... Oh! Turn that down, we don't want to get caught for copyright, do we? So at the minute that's on the USB stick that I've got in there. So I'm going to put it on auxiliary. Land Rover auxiliary input. So now, really, when I touch music... No, I need... What I might need to do is, on my phone, just going to Bluetooth. So we're connected to the car music and the Land Rover, and I think it is that one. I think we're connected. Or maybe we're not. Yeah. So that's all working. Audio's coming through on the Bluetooth auxiliary. Steering wheel controls, I've got control over the volume, but I can't control the phone via the steering wheel. Now, when I had the Invery, you could control the phone, skip to tracks and stuff. So I just want to have a look now on Osman Maps and see. Don't know if I can change. I don't know if I can alter any settings in. Right, I want off-road. Right, there we go. I've got the off-road map on here now, so it shows you all the tracks. The black dotted lines are sort of rights away, off-road tracks and all that kind of thing. So as you can see, there's quite a few near me. Yeah. At the moment, I've got it to always centre on the screen where we are, so that's why that keeps flicking back. Obviously, I always like it. You want the map to move around the car. So yeah, pretty good. We've already been through the other settings. Got the car settings and all this, that and the other. So you can bring up your music. YouTube copyright free music. Yeah, so you can navigate address bar and then you can have that there, so then you can just go back to that and you've got all your settings, you know, driving settings, appearance, wallpaper. We've been through all this on the desk. Yeah, fantastic. Now, out of all the screens I've tried, Apple CarPlay or Android Auto if you're an Android user, I must say this one is probably the best I've tried yet. It feels in your hand like an iPhone. It's plastic on the back, but it's not cheap plastic. If you know what I mean. We're all plastic connoisseurs nowadays, aren't we? But the screen feels iPhone-ish or smartphone-ish. It's smooth. It's very responsive on the touch. I would have liked it to have been a bit deeper, so you get more of the map on the screen. But I mean, you can zoom in and zoom out, so it's not a big deal. It's not a deal breaker. But as I said, this is probably the best one I've tried so far. And with the USB, the Bluetooth auxiliary adapter, which that goes in your auxiliary, power it up with that, which I've showed you. Just plug it into there. Wrong way around. That like that. Select auxiliary on your screen. Audio comes through your speakers. Now, when I had the Invery, which plugged into the iPod socket in the thing, the steering wheel controlled all the audio, so you could skip tracks, do your volume. With this, it's obviously only very basic, so you can't skip tracks on the thing. So you've actually got to reach up to the screen and just hit the next one. But if you're like me, you don't tend to skip through songs anyway, you just let them play. But the volume works, because obviously that's controlled through the stereo. But yeah, when you've got this on, you've got to have auxiliary on the screen in the Range Rover. Yeah, I'm really chuffed with this. The 60 FPS does make a big difference. They do market it as this being the only one available with 60 FPS. Whether that's true or not now, I do not know. But yeah, it's pretty good. There's multiple options for fixing it on the dash. Now this is the bit I like. This bit here, that bit there. Oh Christ! That magnet will hold 8 kilos apparently. Obviously the screen doesn't weigh 8 kilos. But yeah, that's pretty bloody good. Yeah, obviously I've not tried it up the road. I didn't even fix it to the screen. But yeah, really, really chuffed with that. Just the feel of it, the responsiveness. There's nothing worse than using a touch screen where everything lags behind. You want it to move as you touch it. You know, you touch a thing, you want it to happen straight away. I know, obviously, when touch screens first came out, there was a bit of lag, but it was such a new thing that everyone was like, wow. But nowadays we sort of expect quite a lot out of our devices. But anyway, yeah, so you got all your sockets in the back there. You can set your Land Rover logo on it. Really, really good. I'm quite chuffed. Obviously it got sent to me, so for testing, and I've done a bit of testing. So I've not driven it up the road or tried it on navigation, but I'll do that. This is probably the one that I'll have on the dashboard when we take our little trip next year. I'm going to take my iPad as well. But as I was saying in another video, the iPad I use with the Garmin Glow sits over the screen on the Range Rover, so you can't see any of your 4x4 information if you're that way inclined. You can't get access any of your music, whether it's on the CD or I've got hundreds of albums on this USB stick. If the iPad's in front of that screen, you can't touch it and get to any of the controls or anything. So for our long trip next year, oh no, it's not next year, is it? It's this year. Shit. Yeah, so I want this up on the dashboard for navigation. Pretty much I'm only going to use this for navigation because all my music's on a stick which plays through the stereo. So if I can get to the main screen, that screen's up there on the dashboard. I'll just show you around here. Hopefully I can get it sort of sitting so it's like that. The thing might have to go up on the screen there, but it's not much of a drama. A bit of an obstruction. The Hobbit wouldn't like it. Or I could have it up there, which I maybe have it up there so that you can still use your vents. That's all right there. I don't mind that. Yeah, pretty good. As usual, there'll be links in the description. Well, I don't know if they're affiliate links or not. I can't remember. I've got so many. Just before Christmas, I had so many companies get in touch. Oh, do you fancy trying this? Do you fancy trying that? And so I got some screens, I've got some stuff in the garage. So unfortunately, this is going to sound like a bit of a shopping channel for a week or two, but it's all stuff that's relevant that I'm going to be using. It's not just like, oh, here's such and such that, you know, it's not relevant to the channel whatsoever. But yeah, I do apologise. There are affiliate links, and if you buy it, it all helps us out. They're a bit crafty with these affiliate links. Normally you have to earn up to $50 before they pay out. So I've got a few affiliate links on the go. They're just sat there with like $40 in it, and I can't get it because it's not got to 50 yet. But anyway, that's my problem, not yours. So that's going to be it for this video. I'll put links in the description. Really good bit of kit. Quite recommend it. You know, for your Range Rover. Obviously, Sam has done his where he's taken all the dashboard out, fitted a unit so that he can keep the screen. He's got CarPlay. He did another one on someone's Discovery. They're quite expensive options. And this, for me, is the budget version. Now, this is probably one, as I say, one of the best ones of these screens I've tried. So, pretty bloody good. Anyway, catch you next video. Bye for now.